Hello everyone, I'm Eric Wiley with Pacific Residential Mortgage. I'm the Chief Operating Officer and I'm here to talk to you about TRID 3 months in. You know, as a lender, we had a lot of preparation going into what became an October rollout for TRID. And what that meant is also it took some time for us to get the first files through the system. You know, if it takes about 30 days, 35 days to get the file through, we still have loans that have not yet sold to investors because they're first in, they're in line, etc. The lenders are taking a long time to review loans and push them through their part of the system. But really, as a PRM experience, you know, we felt some pretty good success with the rollout. Now, does that mean there's not challenges in the industry? There are. You know, the first times we worked with settlement agents, so escrow offices and title companies, you know, every time we had to work with one for the first time, it felt like everyone was working with each other for the first time, even if you have people that have worked together for decades. And so the industry itself is working through a very big, you know, event that was TRID, and we're still rolling through it. I would guess we have another 3 to 6 months before the dust kind of settles. You know, we have people's expectations are still having to be managed because you might have a loan in the system, so a purchase transaction, a refinance, whatever, a loan in the system that started out as the pre-TRID and is still closing as the pre-TRID. At the same time, we have TRID files that are working their way through the system alongside, and so it's kind of this shifting of pre-TRID files to TRID files in the system, and 3 months in, we still have some of that. So obviously all new applications are TRID related, but the old ones are still washing through the system and probably are going to be about done in, I would think, January for most lenders. What that means is everyone can start to really get used to TRID loans. And so TRID timelines, TRID understandings of when you need to redisclose, TRID's understandings of, you know, the closing process. One big change was that escrow offices, which used to perform all the generation of the settlement statement, now that's on the lender before the escrow officer has seen that closing disclosure. And so it moved up in process. We then, as lenders, disclose to the consumers and also to the settlement agents. And it's a little bit back and forth trying to figure out, okay, we just changed who's performing that step, and therefore we changed who needs to validate the numbers, and it's a little awkward for everyone, but we're working right through it. And I think that for most places, if they had a little bit of extended timelines to begin with, I think they're pretty much getting caught up with, hey, this is the new world, the new reality. We didn't have really that much of a backed up timeline. We did a little bit in working with our first escrow experiences just because it was new for everyone. But besides that, we're really, you know, back in the game and moving forward into the new TRID world. 6 months from now, we're not even going to know we made the change. So I think, you know, all systems go. You know, we're still working through some of the experience, but I think overall we can give it 2 thumbs up for PRM.